This small body of water is one of the most important seas in human history, the Black Sea, located between Europe and Asia. For thousands of years, this sea has served as a kind of crossroads of civilization, from ancient Greece to the Ottoman Empire, and even today, world powers like Russia and NATO have drawn their strategic and economic power from it. Many experts even say that the Black Sea is Russia's greatest strength and its true source of power. Now the question arises, why is that the case? What is so special about this landlocked sea that it is called Russia's lifeline? To understand the answer, we need to take a deep look at the Black Sea's history, geography, and its strategic value. To understand the Black Sea, let's first take a look at its geography. This sea looks like a large lake and is spread across 6 countries. Through its north are Russia and Ukraine, to the east is Georgia, to the south is Turkey, and to the west are Romania and Bulgaria. Being located among so many countries means that every country here depends on this sea for their trade, security, and defense. But the most interesting thing is that there is only one way for it to stay connected to the rest of the world, the Bosporus Strait, which is only 700 meters wide, and it is through here that the Black Sea connects to the outside world. It is through this strait that all ships exit the Black Sea and enter the Sea of Marmara, and then, after crossing the Dardanelles Strait, reach the Mediterranean Sea. Both of these choke points are under Turkey's control, and they are the one and only gateway connecting the Black Sea to the rest of the world's oceans. If we talk about the Bosporus Strait, it has always been a critical part of international trade routes. Every day, thousands of oil tankers and commercial ships pass through here, traveling from Black Sea countries to the rest of the world. Now, since this choke point is under Turkey's control, Turkey's geopolitical importance increases even further because of this. The Black Sea holds different significance for each of the 6 countries that share its coastline. For example, Ukraine plays a crucial role in the global food supply chain by exporting grain from its Odessa port. Georgia trades with countries in the Caucasus region through its Batumi and Poti seaports. Meanwhile, Romania and Bulgaria connect Eastern Europe to the international market through their ports. But if we talk about the greatest dependency, it is Russia's. For Russia, the Black Sea is not just a body of water, but the lifeline of its trade, energy, and military power. Russia's 2 major ports, Novorossiysk and Sevastopol, are proof of this. Built in the 19th century, Novorossiysk is now the largest Russian port on the Black Sea, and it is from here that Russia exports its oil and grain to the world. Meanwhile, Sevastopol, which Russia developed after seizing Crimea in 1783, remains the most crucial hub of Russia's naval strategy even today. The greatest strength of these 2 ports is that, unlike Russia's Arctic ports, navigation here is possible year-round because the Black Sea does not freeze over. This is why the Black Sea plays the most crucial role in Russia's strategy and its positioning as a world power. The geography of the Black Sea provides Russia with natural protection. But this same landlocked geography is also a major limitation for Russia because its access to the world largely depends on its relations with Turkey and other NATO member countries. That's why, when Russia annexed Crimea in March 2014, the biggest reason was this very strategic location. Crimea has deep water ports and access to major shipping routes, and because of these, Crimea is nothing less than a treasure for Russia. Since 2014, Russia has multiplied its military presence in the Black Sea several times over. Today, state-of-the-art submarines, warships, and modern missile systems are deployed here so that any aggression from NATO countries can be directly countered. For Russia, the Black Sea is not limited to just Europe. Through it, Russia has also supported its military operations in the Middle East, especially in Syria. Then, in 2022, when Russia launched a full-scale attack on Ukraine, the Black Sea Fleet also played a decisive role in that. It was this fleet that used Kaliber cruise missiles to hit deep targets in Ukraine, and by controlling the Black Sea, Russia easily cut off southern Ukraine's supply lines and also severely disrupted its access to international trade. But the story of the Black Sea is not limited to just the military. It is also Russia's economic lifeline. Nearly 30% of Russia's exports, including oil and gas, are transported to the world through this sea route, earning Russia billions of dollars in revenue. Not only that, the Black Sea itself is rich in natural gas reserves. And because of its control over these resources, Russia has the capability to influence the entire European energy market. In recent years, there has been another major development: the Turk Stream pipeline. Through this project, Russia has started supplying gas directly to Turkey and southern Europe, bypassing Ukraine. The benefit of this is that Russia's dependency on those politically volatile trade routes has been significantly reduced, and its energy diplomacy has become even stronger. At present, Turk Stream is the only pipeline through which Russian gas is reaching Europe. But as they say, energy is just one piece of the puzzle. The strategic importance of the Black Sea is not limited to energy alone. It is also a critical hub for global food security. Russia and Ukraine are called the breadbasket of the world because together they account for about 30% of global wheat exports. Seaports like Odessa, Novorossiysk, and Mariupol are the most important gateways for supplying grain to the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. This is why even a minor blockage in the Black Sea trade routes can shake markets around the world. The biggest proof of this came in 2022 when Russia blocked Ukraine's grain exports, and this was the result. Food prices began to skyrocket. Apart from energy and food exports, the Black Sea is also a major center for the shipping industry. The ports here handle billions of dollars worth of trade every year in resources like metals, chemicals, and coal. Especially the Novorossiysk port, which is Russia's busiest port, supplies coal and fertilizer to the entire world. Apart from this, the Black Sea is also rich in another natural resource, wind energy. As the world is moving towards sustainable energy sources, the Black Sea is increasingly being seen as a green energy hub. Romania and Bulgaria have started developing wind energy projects along their coastlines. Turkey and Ukraine are also conducting feasibility studies to explore the potential of the Black Sea. If these initiatives prove successful, the entire region will be able to significantly reduce its dependence on oil and gas. But for Russia, the Black Sea is not just a source of economic benefits. It is the biggest pillar of its national security. Through the Black Sea, Russia projects its economic and political influence to Europe, the Middle East, and the rest of the world. And this is the point where another major player enters the picture, NATO in the Black Sea. It is just as critical for NATO as it is for Russia. The biggest reason for this is that 3 NATO countries, Turkey, Romania, and Bulgaria, share a direct coastline with the Black Sea. These 3 countries are NATO's biggest assets in balance in Russia. This is why NATO is continuously increasing its presence in the Black Sea. The clearest example of this is the annual Sea Breeze exercise, which NATO and its partner countries organize every year in the Black Sea. In 2021, NATO conducted large military exercises in the Black Sea with 32 countries, including the US and the UK. These exercises included everything from naval warfare to air defense, and their real purpose was to keep pressure on Russia. But sometimes these exercises take a very dangerous turn. For example, during the Sea Breeze exercise, a British Navy ship went near Crimea, where it was surrounded by the Russian Navy, and the situation became very tense at that moment. Similarly, NATO has installed its advanced air defense systems in Romania and Bulgaria to counter any kind of threat from Russia. For example, the Aegis Ashore missile defense system in Romania is capable of intercepting ballistic missiles coming from Russia. Meanwhile, the surveillance radars installed in Bulgaria keep an eye on the entire Black Sea region. Turkey's role here is the most complex. On one hand, Turkey and Russia have been on completely opposite sides in several geopolitical conflicts like the Syrian civil war and the Libyan civil war. But despite this, both maintain a practical and realistic relationship for their strategic and economic benefits. Russia supplies the most gas to Turkey through the Turk Stream pipeline. At the same time, Russia has also invested heavily in Turkey's infrastructure. The biggest example of this is Turkey's Akkuyu nuclear power plant, which is being built with Russia's help. Apart from this, both countries have also signed peace agreements like the Astana process to avoid direct conflict and to manage any clashes. So, all in all, controlling the Black Sea means projecting power over Europe, the Middle East, and several other continents. The Black Sea is not just any ordinary sea, but a geopolitical choke point on which global trade, energy, and security depend. For Russia, it is not just a body of water, but a guarantee of its survival. Beneath the calm and deep waters of the Black Sea lie resources powerful enough to change the fate of nations. And as time goes on, the Black Sea will become even more important in world geopolitics. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It might be a small thing for you, but it gives us a lot of motivation. See you in the next video with another interesting topic.